Good evening, viewers. My name is Edozi Nochukunonso, and I am your host this evening. We are going to be discussing a very important topic, and that is social justice. This is a subject or a topic drawn from the United Nations calendar on sustainable development. Now, we are going to look into social justice and the role it plays in eradicating poverty. The society we find ourselves today is something we are not proud of, and that is because we all are facing this social justice, the issue of social justice. We complain about inequality, gender inequality. We complain about lack of inclusion in the government, and then we complain a lot of things bothering this issue now. Then the whole world has set aside today to observe it and campaign for society to begin to promote social equality, equity, and fairness. So these are the things that we have to consider this evening, and I want to welcome every one of us, as I also expect my partners to join me live in this program. So if you are watching me and you want to join this program, please request to join the program and I will bring you in. Okay, what is social justice? Social justice is a philosophical or political, concept that actually deals on theories that focuses on the concept of fairness in relation between individuals in the society and equal access to wealth, opportunity, and social privileges in the society. So these things are the hallmark of our elements of social justice. So today we are going to see areas that the society is not doing very well in terms of allowing equity to reign and actually promoting inclusion. So a lot of people are discriminated against. That is why today the issue of social justice has tilted from wealth distribution to human rights issues. So what we are going to be doing today is like educating our people to begin to allow every individual, regardless of their social status, to be part of societal change, to be part of developing the society. Just imagine where you attended a program and then because you are not of the same category with the people in the program, then you are asked to stay outside. You are not allowed to benefit or even contribute from what is going on. So this is how it is. If equal opportunity is given to everybody, I can bet you that we will have more development. But when some people are allowed to play the game and some other people are left out, you see that things are not going to work out. And this is happening in our immediate environment and in every sector in Nigeria. You see it in education, you see it in politics, you see it in different careers. And this is disheartening because at the end of the day, our society is not giving the people what they are supposed to have, and the people in turn, the people are not giving the society what they should contribute to the society. So this is an important issue, and we hope to address it. We hope to begin to make change in the society. This is what Team Impact is about. Under Nomira Virtuals, we have begun to look for a way to make our people, especially young people, to become productive. And we are going to be accommodating everybody regardless of your social status, regardless of your background. This is what it is. A lot of issues are coming out every day, and that is because we are not. Please, if you are unable to join, I think there is. Let me see if I can get you into the program, Tochukwu. Let me see if I can get you into the program. So, if there are other means that you can also follow, that would be nice. Then, if you are not able to join, if some other person should try it out, If you are not able to join, please make sure you share this post to your friends and contacts. Okay? So please try again. Tochukwu, please try again. Then yes, we are supposed to look into some important questions in this subject. So we are going to look into some important questions, but then I need to discuss it with people. These are my partners, and they are very well exposed. They are very well grounded in terms of social advocacy. Okay? So we are going to see what social justice is and why it is important in the society. We are going to see how social justice impacts different aspects of our people's lives, such as education, health care, employment, and access to resources. Okay? We are going to see some examples of social injustices that exist in our society today. We are going to see systemic inequalities that contribute to social injustice and perpetuate poverty. All right. If you're unable to join, make sure you first of all like and follow this page. I think that will give you automatic access to be able to request to join the program with me. Okay. So first of all, we have discussed what the social justice is, and I told you that you can look at it from a political point of view, and also ideologically you can see it that as your philosophy of life. Okay, so but this is something that everybody have to understand how it works, so that you will not keep quiet when you are supposed to say something. Okay, in the global community, a lot of people are campaigning for a lot of things, but because we have a very fundamental issue concerning this social justice system that the world operates now, you see that things are not balanced. People are seeing from this perspective, you will see contrary opinions seeing from a different perspective. But then we need to understand that eventually we all are human beings. And there are things that we deserve that are not only privileges, they are our rights. They are our rights. The other day we discussed on our YouTube channel female genital mutilation, and then we saw the medical importance. I mean, the conditions that are attached to circumcising the feminine gender. And then from us, the Nomura Virtuous Team Impact, we discouraged the practice of genital mutilation for women, for girls. So the issues of justice, social justice, is something that has significance in our immediate society and the world at large. The LGBTQ+, they are all campaigning for their rights, and of course we are going to look at it if I have any of my partners in this program. On my personal observation and from what I believe, they are seeking for their rights, but then we have to look at how these practices affect the society. And I also understand that these are also issues of law. So we will also take consideration of so many things. But then, if you believe that this is your right and what you are fighting for or asking for is within the ambit of the law, then you can go ahead and do it. Of course, in our Igbo community in Nigeria, there are a lot of things we are asking for from the federal government, which is attainable, but because the government is hell bent on making policies, apartheid policies that are suppressing all those demands that we are making. You see that there are also human rights issues. There are also social justice issues. This is question of inequality, lack of equity. You are not allowing us to have fair share of what is going on in the Nigerian Federation. You are not allowing us to have equal opportunity as other components of Nigeria. You see, that is a question of social justice as a matter of fact. So my friends, if you are with me in this program, I encourage you to join me, and then if you want to contribute, maybe you can drop a comment in the comment section, or you can request to join me live. Okay, today is a very important day in the global community. Okay, then when you look at the healthcare, you see that there are a lot of issues in the healthcare, especially in the African setting. We may not have the same resources compared to our contemporaries in the Western world, but then we have what it takes to develop our healthcare. Okay, I can see a request. Okay, I can see a request. Please, if you are able to come into the program, please, I will ask you to introduce yourself to our audience, to our listening audience. Then we'll go straight to what we have for the day, okay? All right. I was talking about the issue of social justice in Nigeria's healthcare. Please, you have to admit that our healthcare is not as good as what others have in outside the shores of Africa. But then we can do better. Of course, we can do better. Time has passed when we should continue to depend on all those influences from outside the shores of Africa. We need to begin to use our own resources. We have enough resources to operate our medical institutions. The problem is that the leadership is the leadership is usually proven incompetent of delivering a civilized society, running an equitable society for the citizens, and also depriving the citizens of their rights and privileges. That is a very big issue of social justice. As a matter of fact, Africans are like in the third world. We don't have enough resources, and this is an issue of social justice, because social injustice also include not giving opportunity to have the same resources as others. Of course, we have it in so many areas. We have it in education, which we have looked at. We have it in healthcare, which we also have looked at. We have it in employment. How can we stop social injustice in terms of employment? Some people have made their education to appear as if they went to school just to be employable. But that motive or that mindset on its own is not the best. Education is meant to give you a sense of direction or purpose where you are going in life. Okay? Okay, Please try to join in again, okay? Johnson, please try to join in again, okay? I can see your comments. Thank you so much. Please, guys, share this post. Make sure you share it to your contacts. Make sure you also invite your friends to like and follow our page, okay? We have a lot of things in stock, and with time, we are going to develop, we are going to improve. Maybe it will not come as a live session, single live session like this. It might come as a Zoom meeting where other participants will also engage. Okay, so we are looking at how social justice impacts in different aspects of our society. We saw how it affects education, healthcare, and now in employment. You see, there are places where you go to seek for job, then they will require that you have a specific qualification. Now, this is a measure of where you practice, where you were trained, not how much you are exposed. All of us know that the system in Nigeria, for instance, is not as good as what is obtainable in the Western community, okay? But truth be told, there are people who are trained in Nigerian universities that cannot perform as much as people who are trained in Nigerian polytechnics. Already there is this belief that polytechnics are practical based. I attended a polytechnic before I furthered my university education to study a medical course in the University of Benin. But then I can tell you categorically that the difference is personal effort. They are giving the same service. For instance, the lectures are the same, okay? But when you consider the individuals involved, this is where you now compare which is better between product of the university and product of the polytechnic. So, but the certificate we have in Nigeria, they are almost the same, because in reality, you have people who can do better but do not have the same qualification in terms of degree, the paper certificate. Okay, so that is it. When you want to employ, make sure you also have other options, not just limiting the option to the kind of certificate or degree the applicant has. That is why some institutions go as far as giving interviews, giving practical based interviews, so that they can accommodate all those other qualifications. Okay, that is the best way to go about it. Okay, then we can see it in every other areas. We have said access to resources. If, for instance, you are not given a fair ground to pursue the same thing other people are pursuing, you are facing injustice. You should understand that, and there is a way for you to make your voice to be heard. That is joining a focus group, just as what we are doing here, because our agenda is to make sure that society runs the way it should run. Okay, we have to continue to promote sustainable development in the society, and that includes good governance, that includes equitable distribution of wealth, social activities. People have to continue to engage in social activities, then turn it in a way that it will become productive. Because at the end of the day, if you are not productive, if you cannot create something that will give value to the society, you are also a problem to be solved in the society. Okay, so let us see areas where social injustice exists in our society. Nigeria, for instance, has a problem of insecurity, and that is because the government has failed to include equally every component of the federation at the same rate. You can admit that the rate how the rate in which the northerners are joining security forces, they are not the same with what is obtainable from the south. That is not equal. So there has to be a scheme, there has to be a way of making it to be a level playing ground for everybody. Okay, the catchment policies in the university is not favoring some applicants because of this problem of social justice. So if you want to create an opportunity, give it out equally to every individual in the society. That is what we are talking about, and nothing else. So we have a problem, we have a problem. Johnson said the government failed the youth, but the youth won't fail themselves. Of course, we cannot allow ourselves to fail when the government is not helping matters enough. That is why we want the youth to understand their place in the society. See, the problem I have with our current youth is they have derailed to the point that some of them believe that quick money is the way. Like some of them are involving in unproductive activities just to make money. Now imagine if the crop of job creators that we have currently are now past. Like if we now have all of them aged and they have gone, who are going to create new jobs for people to be, to have jobs, for people to live well in the society? Who are going to create the jobs? So our youths have to come back from being unproductive or engaging in unproductive activities just to make ends meet. So if they continue to practice all these activities like Yahoo, being online and scamming people, instead of using that same online to create opportunities, just like we are doing right now, the Nomura Virtuals, we are here to create jobs for people because we are going to open up platforms where our youth will be able to participate in our activities and become productive to themselves and to the society. So this is what we are campaigning and nothing more. So there are fundamental problems, facing the Nigerian society right now. So that is it. So let's see how we can advocate for social justice and create positive change in the society. See here, our community today, if anything goes wrong, some people will rather take pictures of what is going on, videos of what is going on, than to use the same means to speak against the bad events happening. And this is a fundamental issue. So we must understand that the fact that we have internet is also a good opportunity for us to use it to campaign or advocate for positive change in the society. When you see something going wrong, you have to make sure you speak up. The fact that Nigerians are feeling complacent, the Nigerians are not doing anything at all, it is a big burden, it is a big concern, because at the end of the day, things continue going wrong. And that is not what we want for our society. I must tell you the truth. Nigerians must understand that revolting bad leadership or speaking up when things are going on is the best, is the way to go. If not, things will continue to go wrong. A lot of things are already going wrong in Nigeria. So we cannot afford to continue to keep silent. We cannot afford to do that. So I planned this program to end at most 45 minutes. But because of some some kind of unseen or unforeseen circumstances, I'll have to be summarizing. But I am very sure that people who have engaged with us in this program are already taking something home. Okay? So, how can individuals and organizations work together to build a more just and equitable society for all? One, individuals must understand that being productive is the key. And if you are not able to build something on your own, you have to consider partnering with others. If you cannot set up something, make sure you join an institution, organization, or another business who also have the same blueprint as what you want. Partnership is the best. Always think of joining a team that will build you. When you are built, you are invariably being an asset that will build the society. When you are built, you are an asset to build the society. You cannot afford to be a liability. That means you must be having a mindset that the only option is to become useful to the society. You must desist from engaging in activities that will depreciate the society all the more. You must discourage everything that will not build the society. You must dissociate yourself from everything that will not build the society, that will not create values to the society. So understanding this will help individuals and organizations to work together. Partnership is the best. You have to always think of how to make your voice to be heard, how to become productive in terms of career and business, and even in any area at all. So with this, I think I will summarize by appreciating everybody that joined me in this program. I wish you good luck in your endeavors, and I also hope you will continue to join our subsequent programs. Okay, this is thank you from me from here, and a very good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, depending on where you watched us from. Thank you so much for engaging with us this evening. Thank you so much.